Well, the Lower East Side, I always considered I don't know about my friends on the East Side. They accepted it. I didn't. I couldn't accept it. I couldn't accept the poverty, and I couldn't accept my parents in poor circumstances. I was a depression child, and I couldn't accept the things that were going on around me. I wanted to get away from them. You never saw a tree. You never saw anything that was clean. The houses. I can remember my mother lighting the room with. We had no electricity. I remember my mother lighting the gas wicks. We only had one window in our apartment, and we had 4 people sleeping in one bed. And we lived on the 5th floor of this tenement, which we had to walk up all the time. And everything was made of wood. There was no iron. The stairs were wooden. The corridors were made of wood. The banisters were made of wood. The outside of the house was brick. We had fire escapes. And if I took a vacation, it was always on a fire escape. So I could look down and see the people, and it would be a change from if you could call it an apartment, I suppose it was an apartment. But I couldn't accept the Lower East Side. And there were a lot of people who lived their lives out there. If there is something that I don't accept, I won't tolerate it. I'll just break my head just getting away from it. And that's what I did.
What kept you from deciding to take like a criminal path? Why? I'm sure it was easy to go bad.
It was very easy. But I had a friend of mine who was shot in the neck. I had a friend of mine, I saw his mother jump off the roof. Okay? And I saw all these big happenings. People feel that when gangsters have been glamorized, but gangsters in truth died very young. And they were injured very young. And at that time, the police were rougher on them. And the gangsters were rough on themselves. And they were rough on the kids around the block. It wasn't the kind of a life that anyone would dream about. And yet, the gangsters did it because they got money faster. They wanted to wear a good suit. I don't think their intentions were evil. I think a guy just wanted to wear a good coat. He wanted a nice hat. He wanted enough money in his pocket to take out a girl. And there are people, it's not a new story. People have gone beyond the law to live better, to look better, and to do the better things. And I was influenced because I felt sensitive. We used to have a hunchback kid around the block. And before we went up for a gang fight with the kids from another block, we all used to rub our knuckles on his spine. And I couldn't do it. And he used to love it. And it didn't strike me why. I couldn't do it. And he says, go ahead. He says, or you'll miss the fight. And I says, well, why do you let the guys do that, And he says, come on, I'm one of the guys, ain't I? And there was the reason. It made him one of the guys, because he couldn't go up on that roof and fight, or do the things, or run as fast as we could, or get away as fast as we could, or keep from injury the way we could. And this was his way of being part of us. And of course, I never knew that. And he told it to me in one simple sentence, by dramatizing it.